everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to properly caulk your bathroom shower. Whether you're dealing with old cracking caulk or just looking to refresh your bathroom, this guide will walk you through the entire process step by step. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to get it done right, and your bathroom will look better than ever. So, if you're ready to learn how to caulk like a pro, grab your tools and let's get into it. Step 1. Choose the right caulk. Before we even think about applying anything, let's talk about the caulk itself. You might be wondering, like, what's the big deal? Isn't all caulk the same? Well, not exactly. Picking the right caulk is crucial for getting long-lasting results, especially in high moisture areas like your bathroom. If you're using the wrong type, you might find yourself redoing the job sooner than you'd like. Silicone-based caulk is the best for bathrooms. Why? Because it's 100% waterproof, incredibly flexible, and it resists mold and mildew like a champ. These are the qualities you need in a place like a shower or around your bathtub where water is constantly present. Silicone caulk forms a durable, watertight seal that can withstand the test of time, which is exactly what you want in a bathroom. They're usually a little more expensive, but trust me, they're worth it. Another option is polyurethane-based caulk. It's extremely durable and adheres well to a variety of surfaces, including tile, metal, and wood. However, it's thicker and harder to apply, so if you're new to caulking, you might want to stick with silicone or a hybrid. And let's not forget about mold and mildew-resistant caulk. This is an absolute must for bathrooms. Even if you clean regularly, moisture can encourage mold growth, especially in those hard-to-reach places. Investing in a caulk that has antimicrobial properties will save you a lot of hassle down the line. Look for caulks labeled mildew-resistant or mold-resistant to ensure you're getting the protection you need. Before you head to the store, take a moment to check what color is the existing caulk. Do you want to match it or maybe get a transparent caulk that will match everything? Caulk comes in a variety of colors. You can choose something that complements your tile or fixtures. However, if you're unsure, you can't go wrong with a clear caulk. Clear caulk is especially great for creating a seamless look, blending into its surroundings without drawing attention. My friend who is a plumber recommended to get the one you can see in the video. I originally wanted to get this one, which matches my grout in the bathroom, but they were out of stock. He said that one would work as well. So to sum it up, when choosing caulk for your bathroom, make sure it's silicone-based or a suitable hybrid, mold-resistant, and if necessary, paintable. Trust me, this small decision will make a big difference in the durability and appearance of your work. Step 2, remove the old caulk. Okay, now that you've got the right caulk in hand, it's time to get rid of the old stuff. This step might seem tedious, but it's absolutely essential for a clean, professional finish. If you skip this part or do it halfway, the new caulk won't adhere properly, and you could end up with leaks, gaps, or peeling caulk. Start by getting your tools ready. You'll need a caulk removal tool, which is a small device made to scrape out old caulk without harming your surfaces. The main goal is to remove as much of the old caulk as possible, so take your time. If you don't have a caulk removal tool, you can also use a utility knife or a painter's tool. However, the right caulk removal tool made a big difference for us. It not only removes the old caulk, but it also has a finishing end that makes applying new caulk easy. If you don't want to use painter's tape, this tool will fix any mistakes and glide smoothly. We tried another caulk removal tool that cost $30 and it didn't work well. So get this one, it's much cheaper. I paid around $5 for it and it works much better. Begin by cutting along the edges of the old caulk, being careful not to scratch your tile or tub. Once you've made your cuts, use the tool to pry up the old old caulk. It should come out in strips, but don't be surprised if some sections are more stubborn than others. If you have some tough spots to clean, try these tips. Soak a cloth in alcohol or vinegar and press it on the caulk for a few minutes. This helps make the caulk softer and easier to remove. Some people use WD-40, but I don't recommend it because it can leave a greasy mess that's hard to clean, and it might make the new caulk not stick well. If you're really struggling with some of the old caulk, consider using a heat gun, or if you don't have one, then use a blow dryer. If you use a heat gun, set it to a low temperature and gently heat the area. The warmth will soften the caulk, making it easier to scrape away. Just be careful, too much heat can damage your tile or grout, so keep the gun moving and don't hold it too close. If there is any residue left, use a sponge or brush to gently scrub it away. You want the surface to be as clean as possible before applying the new caulk. Any leftover bits can prevent the new caulk from adhering properly, leading to gaps or peeling down the line. After you've finished removing the old caulk, it's a good idea to clean the area with rubbing alcohol. This will remove any oils or dirt that might be lingering and ensure that the surface is completely ready for the new caulk. Let everything dry completely before moving on to the next step. Remember, moisture is the enemy here. If the surface isn't dry, the new caulk won't bond properly. Step 3, prepare the surface. Now that the old caulk is gone and the area is clean, it's time to prep the surface. This step is often overlooked, but it's crucial for getting a smooth, long-lasting finish. First, inspect the area for any damage. Are there any cracks or holes in the grout? If so, you'll want to repair these before applying the new caulk. Small cracks can usually be filled with a bit of extra caulk, but larger ones might require a bit of grout repair. Make sure everything is smooth and even before you proceed. Once the area is dry, it's time to apply painter's tape. This might seem like an extra step, but it's worth it for achieving a clean, professional-looking finish. We skipped it this time and hugely regretting it, so don't make the same mistake as we did. Apply the tape along both sides of the area you're caulking, leaving just a small gap where the caulk will go. The tape will help you create straight, even lines and prevent any messes or smudges. After the tape is in place, give the area one last wipe with rubbing alcohol. This will remove any dust or oils that might have settled while you were prepping. Let it dry completely before moving on. Step 4, apply the new caulk. This is the part where everything comes together, and with a little patience, you'll get a smooth, even line that seals your bathroom perfectly. Start by cutting the nozzle of your caulk tube at a 45-degree angle. The size of the opening will determine the thickness of the caulk line, so start small. You can always cut more if needed. A small controlled bead is easier to work with and reduces the chances of making a mess. Load the tube into your caulk gun and apply steady pressure as you run it along the seam. Aim for a smooth, continuous line and try to avoid stopping in the middle of a run. If you need to pause, do so at a corner or a natural break in the line. Remember, slow and steady wins the race here. There's no need to rush. As you apply the caulk, try to keep the gun moving at a consistent speed. This will help you maintain an even bead and reduce the chances of gaps or bubbles. If you do notice any gaps, don't worry, you can always go back and fill them in later. Also, don't get this shitty, silly gun. It just didn't work. It wasn't sharp enough to work. This was a total waste of money. Had to go back to the store to get a regular caulk gun, which, by the way, was much cheaper. So you can save yourself some money here. I will link everything that worked for us below, so check the description box. Once you've applied the caulk, it's time to smooth it out. This is where the painter's tape comes in handy. Use your finger or a finishing tool to gently press the caulk into the seam, smoothing out any lumps or bumps as you go. Work slowly and carefully, ensuring that the caulk adheres well to both surfaces. When you're happy with the finish, carefully remove the painter's tape. Do this slowly to avoid pulling up any of the fresh caulk. If you notice any imperfections after removing the tape, you can go back back and smooth them out with your finger or the finishing tool. Finally, let the caulk dry according to the manufacturer's instructions. This is usually at least 24 hours, but it's always best to give it a bit more time if you can. Avoid using the shower or tub during this time to ensure the caulk has a chance to set properly. You've successfully caulked your bathroom and it's looking great. But before you start enjoying your handiwork, there's one last step: cleaning up. First, clean your tools. If you use the caulk gun, remove the tube and clean the nozzle with a rag. If there's any excess caulk left, you can use it for touch-ups later, so don't toss it just yet. Seal the tube tightly to keep the caulk from drying out. I bought those handy caulk stoppers. Highly recommend getting some. I will link them below. Next, clean up any stray bits of caulk that might have ended up on your tiles or fixtures. If the caulk is still wet, you can use a damp cloth to wipe it away. For dried caulk, a bit of rubbing alcohol on a rag should do the trick. Finally, give the entire area a once-over to make sure everything is clean and dry. Once you're sure the caulk is fully cured, you can go ahead and use your bathroom as usual. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this far. Your bathroom is now freshly caulked, and I bet it's looking better than ever. By following these steps, you've not only improved the appearance of your bathroom, but also protected it from future damage. Caulking might seem like a small job, but it makes a big difference in keeping your home in top shape. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions or need further clarification on any of the steps, feel free to comment below. I'm always happy to help. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for the products I mentioned. I'll see you soon in the next video.